DOC's in the house. Hi, Alfred. RJ, where you been? RJ just got out of prison, so that's excellent. Good news. Alvin, where you been, Alvin? Arjan, my dear friend, God bless you. I prayed for you last night. I hope that you got my prayers. You and your beautiful mom. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to Tiny and to your dad. Alfred Hinkle's in here. We got Alfred Kloos and Alfred Hinkle in the same building at the same time. Kathy's in the house. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Paul Greenwell with the Small Green Pal. It's my first news program I've done in what, a month? I think the last time I did the news, Lincoln was in the White House. I could be wrong. What's happening, everybody? Miguel's in the house. Hi, Miguel. I got Alfred Kloos and Alfred Hinkle in the house at the same time. A lot of people think they're the same person, but they're not. They're both here today. I'm going to get a haircut, so if you see the big mop top, now you know why. Look how handsome I look. Look at this. I look like a model. This is me pondering. I'm just sitting here pondering. Excuse me, ma'am. I appreciate it, but I'm trying to do a show. What's poppin', everybody? It's your old pal Boogie Bob. This is my first show. Mighty Bull's in the house. What's poppin'? My first show since 2020. Over 3 years, this is my first show, so I'm happy to be back. I hope everybody is doing well. I've been working. I was sick for a month. Damn near a month. So I've got sick, I'm working, got depression. All of my ladies left me. Even Bria. She left me for like 6 hours. She's back now, but she left me. But I'm back. Look how good I look. Jason Francis, tell him how good I look in here. Up and down. Look at this. Up and down. I hope Rev is around. There's Rev. Look at Rev. Rev, will you please tell everybody how handsome I look? Great news. Tomorrow. Today we have a huge event at Hard Rock. So I've got Hard Rock events. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Non-stop. Today is Donnell Rollins, which is an African-American comic. He's hilarious. Huge comic. Dave Chappelle's best friend. Hoping Dave Chappelle shows. I'm still looking to get Dave Chappelle. Tomorrow I start this place. You ready? This is called The Rooftop. I took you there a couple times, but I never was able to film. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Ready? Look at the size of this thing. So my company's doing really well. Last week I made over $12. So that was wonderful. I spent it at Burger King, but I made $12. Shall we proceed? Yes, indeed. Boom! Barista Mitzvah. Instead of bar mitzvah, it's Barista Mitzvah. So here's what happened. The guy who owns this coffee shop, he decided he's pro-Israeli. By the way, I'm pro-Israel as well. I stand with Israel. However, I really wish they'd stop bombing the shit out of all these people. There's got to be a better way. I'm not with anybody who can sit there and go, well, Hamas did do some bad shit. They did. Horrible shit. Hamas should be wiped out entirely. Every single person should be hunted down. But the little kid, 9,000 little kids, there's got to be a better way. I sit at home and I cry. I feel horrible. Thinking of mothers and fathers holding their dead babies. That's not a knock on anyone. It's just that I don't think it's going the way it should. And I understand. First of all, Hamas, release those hostages now. Quit being douchebags. Release those hostages and maybe we take the foot off the neck a little bit. But until then, I don't see anything good coming out of this. And I'm talking about not for weeks, I'm talking about for years. It's horrible. So this guy owns the company. He's pro-Israel. 5 of his bartenders walked out. Of his baristas, coffee guys, walked out yesterday. They said, screw you. So what happened was, he thought, oh my God, I gotta close. I'm gonna be lose my business, everything. 10,000 people showed up. Many people volunteered. Many people were going in, serving the coffee themselves. After anti-Israel workers walk out, community lines up around the block to support the Upper East Side. I love anyone who supports anyone as long as they're doing it in good. Guys, when it's dark and you're in that room at night by yourself, if I go home tonight and I'm alone in that room, guess what? I'm never alone. I've never been in a dark, lonely room by myself. I got God with me every time. Secret to my semi-success is my loving relationship with God. And Bone Man. My relationship with God and Bone Man, and that's it. Everything else is a moot point. The other day I got an email from Tammany. She's like, Bob, I love your show, but Bone Man is shit. I was, Tammany, don't you dare say that about Bone Man. How dare you? You want to hear about a douchebag? This landlord. Oh, I can see again. Oh, look, there's people here. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Tammany. A landlord. This guy's a real creep. An upstate landlord has been charged with trying to coax a prospective tenant into posing nude in exchange for a bump in the line. He's a landlord. I got an apartment. There's a long line, but if you take nude pictures, I'll slide you up front. What the hell is this? What a creep. What a creep. Okay, I've talked about this at least 10 times on my show. I've actually showed you proof. There are people that are walking around tearing down those hostage posters. See a Jewish woman, Hazel Morgenstein, kidnapped from her home in Israel. Please return her. A 95-year-old woman, and you see this poster. Well, there are people I call pieces of trash. Whatever side you're on, don't tear down a poster of someone wanting to get their grandma back. Well, this lady was doing it. Melissa Uger is led away by cops after she pulled a knife on someone who tried to stop her. So you're an Israeli, you're walking down the street, you see some lady ripping down posters, hostage posters, and you say, stop it. She pulls a knife and tries to cut you. Not a good woman. If you want to get an idea of the coffee shop, here it is. Love and support. There's the coffee shop. This is tragic. I almost said, but it's only one man. There is no but, there's only one. Every loss of life is tragic. But this is a huge deal in America right now because this Jewish man, he went to a protest. There was Palestinians on one side and Israelis on the other side, and someone allegedly struck and hit him with a megaphone. 69-year-old man died at the scene. It's been on every news channel. It's a huge story here. So when I say it's only one life, I do not mean a negative connotation at all. There are tens of thousands also dying. I think they should get the same respect as this poor man and his beautiful family. Israeli mom, she is pleading with Hamas to please take her and let her join her young children who were kidnapped. It's been a month, by the way, guys. I believe it happened October 7th, a day that will live in infamy. Like 9/11 and like Pearl Harbor, October 7th, this mother is offering herself as a hostage to Hamas so that she could potentially reunite with her young children who were snatched on that horrific day. Release these kids and these ladies and gentlemen now. Now, if you want to take baby steps, release the kids first. Let them kids go, because they are going to stomp you out. Every crevice of the West Bank will be stomped out until you do. Please, no more. What Hamas is doing, they're hiding under the hospitals. There's tunnels. They have these intricate networks of tunnels that go on for miles, like a freeway that we see in America, underground tunnels and caves. And they actually have headquarters underneath hospitals. Subway fiend targets women. What a creep. He's a subway fiend and he's targeting women. Women, if you know this guy, please contact the authorities. A man randomly assaulted 4 women in separate attacks. That's an incel. That is a man who can't get a woman. Or he's mentally ill. Either way, he's a piece of trash. A man randomly assaulted 4 women in separate attacks in the subway system in Brooklyn. The attacker first struck around 8 a.m. This is when people are on their way to work. When he approached a 46-year-old woman and punched her in the head and face on the R train. He fled. The same day around noon, he slugged a 32-year-old. The guy's walking around slugging women because he's too much of a coward to slug a man. Bitch ass trick. And there's his face. Now, I've been doing this a long time. You guys know that. He will be caught. Once you're on the news, bro, there's 8 million people reading this. You're caught. Honey, did you see Steve's in the paper? I'm going to go on the record and say I think his name is Steve. Look at that hair. Look at this. 61, bro. 61. I ain't got all the teeth. That's a fact. But, bro, come on, bro. What, are you kidding me? I could, if I was Trump, right here, just grow it all the way down here, then flip it over. Flip it over, and I ain't got to do none of that. It's a beautiful mane of golden, luxurious, dark brown hair. I do not dye the hair. I did dye my beard, which you can tell. National hunt for Ma killer. The mother of a Maryland mom of 5 found slain on a hiking path 3 months ago, says cops have virtually no leads. I brought you that story. It was a Boogie Bob exclusive. This poor woman, 5 kids found dead on a trail. I'm praying that they catch the culprit. Did you guys hear about this going on in Australia? We got several people from Australia. Karina and Rev and Kevin Butler, all from Australia. All of them from Australia. Good day. Good day, mate. Good day, Karina. Good day, Nana. Nana's also from Australia. Millions of Australians were left without phone or internet. Can you imagine? I worked a party last week. I left my phone at home. 4 hours. I wanted to kill myself. It was horrible. Horrible. Can you imagine how many shorties tried to call me in that 4-hour period? Millions of Australians were left without phone or internet connection Wednesday. The country's second largest telecommunications provider experienced an unexpected nationwide outage. Optus, Australian unit of telecoms firm Singapore Telecommunications, did not specify what happened. Horrible. Let there be light. Look at this. We now have telescopes that can see back to the beginning of the universe. I don't know how that works. So the universe is billions of years old. 4 billion years old, let's say. I'm guessing. 4,649,327,214 days ago. But they're looking back. God said, let there be light. And there was light. On the seventh day, God rested. Now in the Bible it says, on the first day God said, let there be light, there was light. On the first day He made the earth and it was without form. A day in the Bible is 1,000 years. So the first day He made the earth, the second day was creatures, and the third day was the oceans, and the fourth day was... The fifth day was Ozzy Osbourne. So I don't know how that happened, but that was pretty cool. So Ozzy's still around, I think. How the hell is Ozzy still around? That's crazy. That's insane. Boy, this abortion thing is heating up, huh? Well, here's the deal. I don't think anybody likes abortion. Anybody. I couldn't even mention that. I couldn't even mention that word when old Jordan Joe was my partner on here. He didn't like it. It is no good. I don't like it. But I believe that's up to a woman and her healthcare provider. I don't believe it is up to Ted Cruz or Donald Trump or Jeb Bush. I don't think it's up to any old ass man sitting back going, you can't do that. You had sex at a party, you got pregnant, now you have to raise that baby. Who cares if you have money? Who cares if the baby's happy, healthy? Are you raped at a party? You also have to raise that baby. Republicans were saying they were so extreme with it. I think 75% of America says, okay, we don't like it, but let there be abortion. Let that be their choice. And so the Republicans run with it. They run with it every year. Did you know that Republicans lost the elections in 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and yesterday, 23? And it's mostly the abortion issue. It's certainly the economy. They lost in Ohio, Kentucky. This is a big deal. There was a blue wave. And Ohioans voted Tuesday night to make abortion rights part of the Buckeye State's Constitution. We've been reading about this Robert Deniro thing. Oh, Bob, don't look too happy. Honor, obey Deniro. Ex-aide bemoans work fit for a wife. Robert Deniro's ex-assistant. She was making $300,000 a year. Nice gig. Robert Deniro's ex-assistant testified in Manhattan Federal Court Tuesday that the actor made her perform tasks more fit for a girlfriend or a wife, and told her that the chores were a good skill for her to have when she complained. I was asked to wash his bed sheets. I don't think you should do that. Pick out fabrics for his sofa. If you're an assistant, I don't see anything wrong with picking out fabrics for a sofa. If you're an assistant and you have a personal relationship, I have this roller here, a lint roller. I get to work, I can't do my back. I can't ask one of my managers, hey bro, can you get my back? Male or female? I can't ask my male assistant to rub my balls with this for 40 minutes? That's insane. How dare you? Jim, can you come over here? Yeah, what's up, Bob? You're one of my favorite managers. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You're a great worker. Oh, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Could you please rub my balls with this lint roller for 45 minutes? Yeah, Bob, I don't see any lint. But there could be. It could be. It's small. Very small lint. Anyways, she never had time. Oh, poor me. Anybody for $300,000 a year. Now listen, if it's crossing the line, I'm definitely not saying anything sexual, anything like that should ever happen. But if the guy saying, hey, hon, can you get me a sandwich? You're the assistant. I'm sorry. Maybe in the job when you were hired, it said you're just to type and answer phones. That's fine. That's your job. That's a secretary. An assistant is supposed to help you out, be there for you, pick up your dry cleaning, make phone calls, go and see if your dog's okay. At 300 racks, that's 300 thou out. 2 people, part of an anti-government protest in Panama, were shot dead. I'm not doing that. Nashville Ravens. The government's out to get me. First of all, if you've been following the trial, he's got 7 trials going on. But this trial is the fraud trial in New York, where he overinflated his value of his company by $2 billion. He says that this apartment is worth $300 million, right? So then he goes and takes a loan on that $300 million thing, so he can get another $200 million from the bank because he's putting up a $300 million building. Well, the building's only worth $80 million. And then when tax time comes around, it's no longer worth $300 million, it's $80 million. And he only paid taxes on the 80. He did this for decades. Everyone knew. He got busted. The trial's over. If you're watching and saying, well, the judge is doing this or the judge is doing that, the trial had ended months ago. This is the penalty phase. He is being held up by New York for $250 million and a very good chance that he'll lose the ability to do any business dealings in New York as a consummate fraud man. Came out that he's been sued over 5,000 times. He's had depositions over 100 times. He is the guy that said if Hillary pleads the fifth, which she never did, all the little depositions they had with all the things that happened with her, she never pled the fifth. He said only criminals plead the fifth. He pled the fifth over 500 times. It's not me attacking him, it's me kicking facts. Does anybody, look at this, this is crazy. Anybody know who that is? I couldn't believe it. It's O.J. Simpson. O.J.'s looking like a 145-year-old man. O.J. captured. O.J. Simpson is behind bars. He's not really behind bars. He's behind a damn traffic sign. Let's see. And of course, his Donald Trump's kids testified. First, it was Don Jr. I'm the CEO of the company from my father. Yeah, but you signed off on all these documents. Yeah, but I didn't know what they were. I didn't know. Did you say that this was worth $500 million when it was only worth $100 million? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. The next day, Eric, the moron. Eric, the CEO, said the same thing. Then Donald went in there. They'd asked Donald the same question. Donald, did you say that your thing was worth $200 million when it was fact only worth $100 million? Well, I'm the president, and there's a lot going on in Yugoslavia right now. And then he just goes on these long tangents because he thinks he's at a rally in Ohio where he can just spout out anything. He said, you can't do that in court. You can't just spout out your bullshit things in court. if you're a Trumper, God bless you, watch his next rally and tell me one thing that he says he's going to do for the country. You know, the election was rigged. It was just rigged. It was rigged. You know, the borders are open. Joe Biden's son's a crack addict. But he never once says, hey, I'm going to do infrastructure or health care. Not one. I can't name one policy. Guys, I follow this. This is what I do. You know I'm a big news guy. Hi, colleague. Let me get off Trump. Back in high school, we used to say, let's get off mothers. I just got off yours. Grenade gift kills Ukrainian aid. Somebody gave a gift as a grenade. A top aide to Ukraine's military commander was killed on his birthday Monday, and his 13-year-old son was also seriously injured when a gift exploded inside his home. Major Hennedy Chastenkov died in a tragic accident after returning to his home with several birthday presents he received from friends, not realizing live grenades were included among the gifts. What'd you get me? Oh, I got you a hairbrush and a picture frame. Got you a vacuum cleaner, a grenade, and a teddy bear. Wait, back up. What'd you get me? A teddy bear. No, before that. A vacuum cleaner? No, the one in between the... Oh, a grenade? Who gives a damn grenade? Killed him. He took the grenade from the child and pulled the ring, causing a tragic... The son took the grenade in his hand and began twisting the ring. Daddy, look at this. It's a grenade. I'll pull the ring out. The dad goes, no, son, let me do it. Very, very tragic indeed. Bare Bones taco heist. Someone stole some tacos. He might be smarter than the average bear. Oh, it's a bear story. It's a bear story. A cunning black bear made off with $45 worth of Taco Bell. That's over 900 tacos. After snatching the Uber Eats delivery meant for a Florida family. The video uploaded to TikTok shows a Uber Eats worker dropping off the food at an Orlando area home Friday night and then snapping a picture to confirm that the food was delivered. But right after she leaves, a black bear appears and walks off with the Taco Bell. The bear takes a whiff of the bag and instantly pukes. So that's not a good endorsement for Taco Bell, I don't think. Holy shit. That's Emily Rajakowski. Man, if you got her number, I need to talk to her about a 62-year-old UK man. UK means United Kingdom. Now everybody knows United Kingdom's in China. It's right in the middle of China. A 62-year-old UK woman vandalized several parked cars during her strolls and blamed her actions on feeling menopausal. She vandalized a bunch of cars and then she said, oh, I didn't get my period, so menopause is nothing to joke about. Except this lady vandalizing cars and then blaming it on menopause. I say to her, FOH, airline lost kids. A Florida mom has accused American Airlines of losing her 2 kids when they were traveling alone and their flight to upstate New York was canceled, claiming in a lawsuit that they were left in a jail-like holding room overnight. Oh, she's probably suing. Amber Vensil alleges in the civil lawsuit that her 10 and 12-year-old sons, referred to in court papers only as RV and JV, were given no food, water, blankets, or pillows. Do you believe that? Do you believe that the airline was like, hey, 12-year-old, go lay in that room, you get no water, airline? FOH. That's what I say to her. I'm only picking 3. Rev, I need you to keep track for me. I'm only picking 3, bro. And I'm not going to pick the first 3. I'm going to read one, The first one that comes up, I'm going to read it, and when I look up again, I'm going to read again, and that's how it's going to go. Leo, it's Kathy. You may be tempted to take things easy and let life come to you, but today it would be a waste, as there are so many opportunities available for you now, and even a minimum of effort will bring massive gains. Push yourself a bit and go far. Cancer, and that's Kevin Butler, Bevan Cutler. Reach out to someone whose outlook on life is very different than your own. Why? Because you do have some things in common, and one of them will be of the utmost importance to both of you today. Just this once, you'll be on the same wavelength. Just once. Can we figure out what we've been doing wrong? Damon wants Taurus. Make an effort to get through your chores as quickly as you can, early in the day. Then give yourself permission to hit the town and have some fun. Work is important, of course, but it does not have to be the number one force in your life. Gemma Pisces, Ambrose with a monkey wrench. I'm doing one more. The next one that comes up the pipeline after Gemma Pisces is Scorpiancer. Scorpiancer is next. You're welcome, Damon. I hope you're having a nice day. Zach, I don't know, Zach, Sag, and Virgo. I can never tell Shell. See Shell though. So Sag in Virgo. Then that's it. Sag, it will annoy you immensely today that people you are relying on to get things done seem incapable of making a decision and following it through to the completion. Could it be that they are hoping you will step in and do it all for them? Yes, it could be. So don't do it. In other words, they're saying screw Sagittarius. Don't do it. Virgo, your ability to win friends and influence people is high at the moment, and it could lead to a big financial advantage over the next 24 hours. Use your charm to win colleagues and employers around to your way of thinking and get paid for it. And last but not least is it's my barber. I'm gonna let him, every time he cuts my hair, he's like, silky. And he starts rubbing his penis into my shoulder. The last time, after 3 hours, I said, stop it, sir. Little to the left. Little to the left. And Scorpio. I'm not doing Scorpio. That's me. I don't. Did you see this douchebag? This is the gun he's walking around trying to get into Georgia fugitive tased in D.C. Park. D.C. Park. A U.S. Capitol Police tased and arrested Georgia man carrying a gun within sight of the Capitol. Leave your guns at home, bro. Bronx raid yields 11 arrests. 11 arrested. Where at, Joe? Bronx? Yes, in the Bronx. Nearly a dozen men were charged with running a large-scale fentanyl and heroin mill in the Bronx, where hundreds of thousands of potentially lethal drugs worth $4 million were found packaged for distribution. Oh, they caught their ass. I'm not doing it. Okay. This has always bothered me. This is the lady who in Central Park was harassing a birder. And I knew the guy because I would see him birding all the time. Nice guy, black guy. And you saw it, went viral. She called the cops. She said, a black man's threatening me, blah, blah, blah. She lost her job. They even took her dog. You can see she's like holding her dog up, hanging the poor thing. She lost everything. And it went viral in 2020 She's still in hiding. Park Karen's canceled life. Amy Cooper, that was her name. Amy Cooper said she's gotten threatening messages since 2020 video of her calling cops on Christian Cooper. He's a birder. Leave him alone. The white woman dubbed Central Park Karen, that's her name. When a video of her confrontation with a black bird watcher went viral 3 years ago, said Tuesday she's still in hiding. Could you imagine this lady goes to 7-Eleven, sitting there getting ready to buy a burrito, and all of a sudden someone looks at her and she goes, oh shit, they recognize me as Central Park Karen. What she did was horrific and horrible. The black man asked her to keep her dog on a leash. She started yelling. He was calm and collected throughout. And she started saying, she called the police. There's a black man, he's attacking me! He's 80 feet away. He's like, ma'am, Bueller, over 3 years later, I'm still in hiding. I'm scared to be in public, she lamented. I still can't get a job that meets my qualifications. And there have been long stretches of unemployment, all leading through stints of self-harm. I don't want that for her or anybody. A groom in the Caribbean. Ski death. An Ohio couple's Caribbean honeymoon. Ended in tragedy when the husband was killed in a freak water skiing accident. A brand new couple. Hi, Don Everett. Hi, Don Ewert. Call him Everett. Don, our good friend Donald's in the house. Hi, Donald. A Ohio couple's Caribbean honeymoon ended in tragedy when the husband was killed in a freak water skiing accident just 3 days later after they tied the knot. If Joe was here, he'd say, it was wife. Wife killed him, insurance. Maybe. I'm looking at her kind of sideways myself. Nate and Mariana Kuhlman of Steubenville got married October 28th. They traveled to St. Lucia where he died. Nate was a wonderful husband. I don't know what happened to him, but somehow when he was water skiing, he got stabbed in the back 6 times in my hotel room, she said. I apologize. That was. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Did you guys get a chance to watch my video of my dear Tasha? This was Tasha getting roasted by Jeff. He roasts everybody on stage, but he roasted her about coat check. It was really cute.
This is Tasha. Where did you get? Let's talk to this guy who looks like... Oh, you want to come up too? Come up here. Come up here. It's all right.
Hold on. That one's a little long. I don't want to do the whole long thing. Let's do the short version. Nope, this one. Here's Tasha getting roasted by our buddy Jeff.
Let's talk to him. Tasha, here she goes. How you doing? What's your name? Tasha. You work here. What do you do here, Tasha?
I do coat check.
You do the coat check. Oh, well, 72 degrees out today. It's not a lot of business, huh? That's cool. Coat check. What do you do for fun?
I do music sometimes. I also hang out with my friends.
Son, where's he in the car? Hang him in the coat check room? You're fun. You got a guy, you got a gal, someone in your life?
No, I'm single. Yes.
How do you feel about this listening on the end over here?
It's hard to hear, a little bit hard to hear, but he says, what do you like to do? She says, I do music, and I have a son. He says, you have a son? Where's he at? In the car? Why would you say that? And then he says, what, you got him hanging in coat check? Very funny, very, very funny. Jeff Ross was amazing. Guys, I brought you a lot of celebrities last week. I brought you Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me love you, Shaka Khan. Let me love you, that's all I want to do. Shaka Khan, let me love you, Shaka Khan. Let me love you, because I feel for you. I feel for you. Through the wire, to the limit, to the wall. Come on, Shaka Khan was on my show, bitches. You're like, no, there is no way that you had Shaka Khan on your show. Because a regular YouTuber doesn't get huge rock and roll superstars on shows. I'm looking to see if I deleted her out of here. I probably did. I had Shaka Khan. I had Jeffrey Ross. I had Henry Winkler, the Fonz. Hey, up your road with the number hose. I had Fonzie on my show. I had New Kids on the Block. Oh. I had come on, little Joey. Cute ass Joey was on my show. I had Coach Bill Cowher from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I had the amazing race dude. I forget his damn name. Someone get in there. I don't know his damn name. Last week was jam-packed with celebrities. Tonight I got Donald Rollins. He's going to be amazing. I've got celebs all week. There's my good friend Joe. Hey, Joe. Everybody say hi to Joe.
How is everything?
Joe, you look good.
Thank you.
There's my friend Joe. How are you, buddy?
Everybody.
Everybody misses you. How are you feeling?
Thank you.
Well, you look handsome.
I was in Pennsylvania for 2 years.
Well, you look good, player. God bless you. Jordan Joe snuck up on the show. I miss Joe. Look how handsome he looks. I mean, he's not looking as good as I look. Out of here, but are you crazy? Anyways, I'm going to have a celebrity-packed show again this week. I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you are kind and loving to yourself. Be good to each other because everyone deserves a smile. I will talk to you again real soon. Do you guys like my ring? Look at that dope-ass ring. Got that from Rev. Me and Rev are kind of going steady. He's kind of my boo thing. I mean, is he grotesque? Yes, he is. But it's what's in here that counts. And once you get through that grossness, the initial grotesqueness of him, inside he's pretty mediocre. Very mediocre. And I love that about him. There's no false pretense with him. He says, this is what I am. I'm a mediocre nothing. And I love that about him. I love that about all of you too. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so glad to be back. God bless you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be taking you to the biggest rooftop in New York City. Until then, it's your old pal Boogie Bob saying, I never sit in a room at night alone in the dark because I got God with me. Talk to you later.